Okay, this is going to be the 2021 video lesson on two variable inequalities. Okay, so basically what this is like is what we got done their last chapter with graphing lines. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to start at our y-intercept of -9, which would be right here. Okay, now our slope as a fraction would be 2/1, which means 2 up, 1 right from that point. So up 1, 2, 1 right. All right, now, here is where it gets different. If you have an inequality that looks like this or this, you have a solid line. If you have an inequality that looks like this or this, we have a dashed line. That's sort of like when we were doing the inequalities with open and closed circles, okay? All right, so this one, since I have a line underneath of it, boom, just like that, okay? Now, as far as the shading, what we're going to do is we're going to use Desmos for our shading, okay? So very simple. All right, you got to plot the 2 points. I got to see that, okay? All right, I got to see the 2 points plotted, all right? And then I just type in what I see. Y greater than or equal to 2x minus 9, okay? All right, now, what you can see is you can see the side that it's shaded on, okay? Now, all I gotta do is do something like this. That's all I gotta do. What this means is any point in here could be substituted and basically that inequality works, okay? So we're gonna go through a bunch of these, all right? So on this one, I wanna start here. On the y-axis, that'd be 5. Okay, -4, that's -4/1. That's 4 down, 1 right. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 right. Now, since it does not have a line underneath of it, I make a dashed line for it, okay? And then I just go ahead and I plot that, all right? Y less than -4x plus 5, okay? And you can see the side that it's shaded on. Let me just do that, okay? All right, so let's do this one. All right, here I would start on this axis right here, okay? 8 is the slope, 8/1, so 8 up, 1 right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 right. Now since there is nothing there, I put a little dashed line. Come over here to Desmos, y less than 8x minus 3. And it's shaded on that side. Okay? Let's do another one together. Okay? -3x plus 5. So I'm going to start at the 5 right here. Okay? -3 means up. 3 down, 1 right. We always go right. So 1, 2, 3, 1 right. Since there's a line underneath of it, solid line. All right, y greater than or equal to -3x plus 5. All right, and that shading, as you can see, is over on that side. Okay, now we go to these ones, the fraction ones, very similar. Okay, here I'm going to start at -7 on the y-axis. This fraction means 1 up, 2 right. So 1 up, 1, 2 right. Okay, no line underneath of it. So I make a dashed line. Okay, so I got y less than 1 divided by 2. Click over here, put my x, put my -7. I can see the shading. That's down here. Okay. All right, now I got this one. I'm going to start at 6 on this. -3 means 3 down, 4 right. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since it has a line underneath of it, solid line, I got to pick out the shade. Y greater than or equal to -3 divided by 4 with an x and a plus 6. And that shading is on that side. Okay? All right. All right, now let's talk about these. Okay? Now, I'm going to start at -2. Now, what's the slope here? Well, that's a 1. So as a fraction, that's 1/1. So 1 up, 1 right. So one up, one right. All right, no line underneath of it, so dash line. Okay? And then I'm just typing that in. And that's where it's shaped. Okay? And now this one, I would start at positive 6. Okay, now, that's a negative 1, so as a fraction, it's negative 1 over 1. So 1 down, 1 right. 1 down, 1 right. Okay, no line underneath of it, so I got this. So I got y greater than negative x plus 6. Okay? Okay? All right, now, these are the Hoy Vux. So this one would be a Vux. So at x is negative 3, I make a vertical line. Now, just like before, all right, that's a vertical line, vertical. All right, and same deal. I just go ahead and I type that into the calculator. If you ever notice that you ever get a number that doesn't, the graph doesn't look the same, you did something wrong. Okay, so the shading is on this side. Once again, that's x is greater than negative 3. Okay, all right, y is less than 4. All right, so this is a Hoy problem. All right, now since no line underneath of it, I got a horizontal line. Okay, so I got y less than 4. You can see the shading. It's like that. Okay? All right? Y is greater than negative 1. Once again, that's y-axis negative 1. That is going to be a Hoy problem. Horizontal line. Actually, since it's a line underneath of it, I have a solid line like that. All right? So y greater than or equal to negative 1. It is shaded above. Okay, this one, x is less than 6. That's a Vux problem. Okay, all right, no line. I got a dash there. Okay, x is less than 6. Okay, and that would be over here. Okay, so at this point, you should be able to pause your video and go to Go Formative and go ahead and complete a large majority of the classwork. Okay. All right. Now, here's how we're going to complete these last ones. These ones are a little unique. Very similar to what we did with lines when we have x and y on the same side. Okay. What we're going to do is I'm not going to worry about the inequality. I'm just going to set both of these things equal to my number. Divide by 2. This would be x equals 5. Divide by negative 5. I got y equals negative 2. So on the x is 5 would be here, y is negative 2 would be here. Now, I still look at that and I'm going to have a dashed line through those points. Now, just like the other things, I'm going to do 2x minus 5y greater than 10. As you can see where the shading is, that means that if I picked any point, let's say the point, 2 over negative 4 down. The idea is that if I put 2 minus 5 is negative 4, 2 times 2 would be 4, 5 times that would be negative 20. 24 is greater than 10. And that's why that works, okay? All right, that's why that works. All right. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this equal to 30, set this equal to 30. This one I'm going to divide by 3. I got x equals 10. This one I divide by 6. I got y equals 5. So y equals 5. X equals 10. All right. This is going to be a dashed line once again. Okay. All right. And then I type this in. 3x plus 6y greater than 30. Okay. And the shading is above. So what does that mean? Take a point like 5 over 4 up. if I put that in here, 3 times 5 plus 6 times 4, that's going to be 15 plus 24, which would be 39, and that's greater than 30, and that's why that works, okay? All right? All right, this one, very simple. X equals -4, y equals -4. Not a whole lot of complication to that. X is -4, y is -4. Since it has a line underneath of it, boom, I put that like that, okay? X plus y greater than or equal to -4. Okay, the shading is there. So what does that mean? For the point like, let's say 1 over 2 up, put 1 in and 2, that's greater than or equal to -4. That's why that works, okay? All right, and then here's the last one. Once again, very simple. X equals 7, X equals 7, -y equals 7. Now, that is a -1, so I have to divide this one by -1. That's y equals -7. So x is +7, y is -7. All right, that's going to be a dashed line. Okay, all right, now go ahead and put this into Desmos to help me get the shading. X minus y less than 7. Okay, the shading is there. Once again, what does that mean? If I picked out the point 3, 1, okay, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 is less than 7, and that's why that works, okay? So you should be able to complete the rest of the classwork using this as a guide.